Today we're going to be talking about the essentials in a paddle bag. How should you set up your paddle bag and what should you carry inside? Let's get started. All right, number one, obviously you have to carry a racket. Now, depending on your level, you might want to carry 2 rackets. That depends on how hard you hit the ball and how likely your racket is to break. If you're constantly breaking rackets and you have a very tough smash, then yeah, probably it's better to carry 2. You don't want to be the guy that's missing out on games just because your racket broke, and you don't want to play with a broken racket. Now, if you do carry 2 rackets, you're going to want to carry the same racket. I'm not carrying the same racket. How do you choose your racket as well? This is a round racket and this is a diamond-shaped racket. Most rackets go in those 2 divisions. This one has a much bigger sweet spot, and that's why we usually call the round-shaped rackets control rackets. Diamond-shaped is usually a power racket because the sweet spot is smaller and it is in a higher spot. This allows you to hit stronger, and also there's other factors that come into play, like the weight, the balance of the racket, how tough the racket is. And we spoke about all of that in a recent video where we explained how to choose your racket. So if you want to know more about that, don't hesitate to watch our video. Number 2, you want to carry balls. Now, most people are carrying old balls in their bag. And you know, it might be okay. Your balls might last longer than just one match. So why not use them several times? But I would always recommend carrying a closed case of balls, just in case you don't know if the balls are going to be soft or they're going to be old. Sometimes balls get soft without even using them. So just leaving the balls too long in your bag might make them lose that air, and you're not going to have as much fun playing, and you're going to just spend extra money on a court without having the usual fun that you have with good balls. So very important, carry some new balls in your bag just in case. If you want to know what balls to choose, we made a video comparing balls as well. So don't hesitate to go watch our video if you want to know what the best balls are. There's different factors that come into play: the bounce, the durability, the speed. So go watch our video to find out more. Number 3, you want to carry grips. You never know when your grip is going to be slippery or it might even break. So why not carry some grips with you? They're very cheap and they're going to make a big difference. There's nothing worse than feeling uncomfortable in the court and missing balls because your racket is slippery. Also, your partner is probably not going to believe you. So just carry one extra just in case. Number 4, shoes. Make sure you buy paddle shoes. Now, this is the most important piece of gear when related to your safety and your health. If you don't buy paddle shoes, you might find yourself slipping, having troubles with your ankle, and not getting the right support under your feet. Now, the thing is, below the shoe, you need some grip. So make sure that there's this strong grip below. On your ankle, there needs to be support. So usually we find these solid structures in the ankle. And you need some cushion for all those jumps that you're making. So this is going to help you stay comfortable when doing that. Now, there's other factors that come into play, like how wide the shoe is, the texture of the shoe, how warm it is, etc. So make sure that you look into several shoes and try to buy the one that fits mostly to you. Number 5, of course, we can't forget about the bag itself. How do you pick your bag? Now, I love this one because it's very compact. It has this spot here to put my clothes. It has here to put a racket, here to put another racket, and here I can put my grips, stuff like that. Now, what should you take into consideration? Well, first of all, how much clothes do you need? Are you in winter? Is it cold where you are? And in that case, you're going to need a big bag because you're going to be carrying a lot of clothes. Now, if you're in a hot place and you only have one racket, you don't need a change, then probably you're going to go for a smaller one. Now, there's different types of bags. This bag is pretty big, and the support comes from here. That's how I put it on my back. But you're gonna find diverse types of bags out there, so look into it. Also, as a recommendation, usually the bags from last year or 2 years ago are a lot cheaper on web shops, etc. And they're the same thing. So look into those websites and try to find a bag that fits for you, but you can save money by not going for the newest one. Now, as a last tip, I do want to recommend carrying water. Water is essential for playing paddle and for staying healthy. You don't want to be dehydrated, and you don't want to be paying for bottles of water all the time either, because then you're spending money, you're contaminating more than you should. So buy a nice bottle of water and carry it in your bag. Now, that was our video about how to set up your paddle bag. I hope you have fun now shopping, and please let us know in the comments what you want us to do next.